be able to record. Okay.
Mr. Asad, did you take my attendance or not?
I will take it. Just let me finish the demo, and then
Okay.
whatever is there, I will just take the attendance once again. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. So the first step is that you want to clone this mobile security framework. Okay, I have shared the link with you, in which basically step number 1 is given, that you have to download this mobile security framework from GitHub using git clone. Okay, so if you have the internet connection or your Kali Linux, and if you just copy the link and download it, there won't be any problem in step number 1. Okay, so it's basically just downloading the framework. All right, let's wait for it for it to download, and then we will see what to do in order to set this up. It's not necessary that you have to use git clone. You can actually visit this URL and then download it as well. It's the same thing. Oh, it seems like my internet is slow today. Okay. So the download is completed, and remember, I'm actually in the root folder. So wherever you will run this command, it is going to download the file in the same directory or folder. So right now I was in the root folder. So I will just write ls and see that, it has been downloaded. As you can see, mobile security framework, right? So this is a folder. I can go inside the folder, and machine is dead slow now. Okay. So once you are inside this directory or folder, you can see the type of files which are there. So there is run.sh, there is setup.sh, there's requirement.txt. Basically, this is an important file which shows the requirements. Let me just see what is inside this file. So these are like some of the requirements which are required for this particular framework. So when I try to install it, so there are different ways in Linux you want to install different frameworks or packages. But the good thing here is that we have the, setup.sh file that we can use, and it's an executable file. As you can see, it's in green color. So I'll run this this file to see if we can complete the setup. So So ./setup.sh and then press enter. So it's going to use pip to install these packages. Just so you know, if the pip is not there in, or if the required version is not there, you may run into errors. And then for fixing the errors, guys, always try to like Google it first and try to find the solution by yourself and then try to fix it. So as you can see that I have encountered an error. So what does it say? Okay, so there's some kind of, it is suggesting that I need to install this Python 3.10-venv. Let me just see what I can do for this. But the first thing that I will try to do is that I'm going to apt-get update. Okay, I'm going to try to install the missing Python package. Oh, well, I hope that it will solve the issue. So what I was saying is that whenever you in Linux, the best way to learn is not to ask the instructor to solve the problem for you. The best way to learn Linux is that just look at the error, try to copy and paste it in the Google. Many people might have faced that issue and they usually share the solution and try to resolve it. So I mean, this is how I learned it, right? So as you can see, while I'm trying to install this package, it says that, do you want to restart services during the package upgrade? Yes, why not? It's fine with me. So actually, when you are trying to do it and try to troubleshoot it on your own, you actually learn more than what you're looking for during that, trying to troubleshoot the issue. And then, of course, the last resort is the instructor. Like if you tried and you're not able to solve it, then you can always, ask the instructor. So let's see. All right, so done with the installing this dependency. Let's just try and try to set it up again. Hopefully it's working this time. So this is one small example that I encountered encountered a problem, and then I tried to resolve it. Wow. So many dependencies. Django. How many of you have seen Django Unchained? You guys are there listening to me?
Yes, we are here.
Yes, yes, with you.
How many of you have seen Django Unchained, the movie? Oh, it's a lovely movie. I'll write the name here. Well, I saw the Django in the missing packages that it's trying to install. That's why I just... Yes, Mr. Shadi, maybe. It's possible. My machine is also slow, guys. Just pardon me for that. I don't know what's wrong with it today. Okay, in the meantime, while it's installing, let me just try to show you the malware samples that can be downloaded. Okay, so the link that I shared with you in the Discord. So I'm just going to use the same link, and then I will also show you how to create an APK file by yourself, also a malicious APK file. Okay, so I'll go to the, oh, it's already slow, and then I open the Mozilla Firefox. You know, the most memory consumed by the operating system is by the browser, by the way. The most RAM consumed by any application is mostly the browser. Okay, so you can see here, this is the website where you, sorry, this is the URL on GitHub that you can use. So I'll just copy this. And I'll open a terminal. And I will just git clone this repository. So I'll get, you know, a lot of APK samples. By the way, in this assignment, you have to, if you go through the PDF file, it shows that you have to upload 3 APK files into this platform to see whether they are infected or not. Okay, so I think I'm done here with the installation and the configuration part, right? So the next step is to run it, right? So how do we run it? Let's just write ls and see the run.sh file is there, right? So it's pretty simple. You just have to start with run. Well, by the way, instead of writing ./run, you can also write Python/space run.sh. Okay. Okay, and then you need to mention the IP address on which you want to execute it or run it. So since I'm the framework I configured on my local machine, so I have to write 127.0.0.1, and then the port number 8000. Well, you can run it on any port, to be honest. It's 10,000, 20,000, whatever. So I'm using 8000, which is in the link that I have given you. So it doesn't really matter on which port you want to run, I think so. Okay, so let's just wait for it to start. Booting, listening. Okay, so let's just check if it's already working. Let me go to the browser. So it has a web interface, not a GUI. So you know how to access the the web interface. It's pretty simple. You just write 127.0.0.1 because it is listening on port number 8000 right now. So I have to write 8000. And that should do the job. It's too slow today, my computer. There's something wrong. Actually, in the morning, I found like my system was infected with malwares and, you know. Okay, so as you can see, this is the dashboard. So it's running on port 8000 on your local host. 127.0.0.1 is your local host. So now we can start uploading the malicious APK files that we want to analyze. And before I do that, I just want to go back and check if I have downloaded the samples. So this was Android-malware. So you can see here that this is the folder or the directory that I just downloaded. So what you will do is that you will go inside this directory and write ls, and you will see all these further directories and folders which contains malware. So for example, one of the malware that it's an Android malware is here. If I just go to Android.malware, so you can see here that this is a .apk file, which is basically a malicious file, and then I will upload it here. But before I upload this one, I'm going to show you how to create your own malicious APK file by using Msf Venom. Now, Msf Venom, I don't know if it is covered before in any lecture or any lab, but even if it is not covered before, it's basically a framework, Msf Venom. It's already there in your Kali Linux. You just need to know how to use it to create a malicious file. So if you want to create a malicious exe file, you can create it a PDF file, a malicious URL, you know, whatever you want to do with Msf Venom, you can do it. And similarly, you can also create a malicious APK file as well with this, right? So it's not that difficult to actually play with. Just give me a minute. Maybe I can, okay. So the way you create is that after writing Msf Venom, you have to mention the payload, okay? So the payload, you should know what payload you want to use. Like there are different payloads which are available. So the one that I'm going to use is Android, ANDROID, I think, Android /meterpreter. /reverse_TCP. I'll just explain you what I'm doing. Okay, just give me a moment. And then the local host. So let me check my IP address. I will tell you what is the purpose of this whole command. So this is 132. So the L host is equal to this. And then L is equal to 444, for example. And then what I want to do is I want to write it out to the, let's just say, hack.apk. I'm just giving it a name. Of course, you can give a better name than that. But so what is happening in this Msf Venom command? It's a simple, very easy to understand command. So I'm using Msf Venom framework to create an APK file, which will have the payload called Android//Metapredator/reverse TCP. So basically what I'm trying to use Msf Venom is to create an APK file in which I'm telling him to use the payload, this one. So what this payload is going to do is that when the victim or the target is going to open this APK file, it is going to make a reverse connection with the with the target, like with the attacker's machine. Okay, so when you create it and somebody opens it, it will come back to the Kali Linux to make a reverse connection, and you will have access to the mobile phone. And I'm also telling him that the local host IP means the attacker's IP address is this one. So of course you need, when somebody opens this APK file, this APK file should know where to make this reverse connection to which IP address. So your IP address is there and your port number is also there. So it will come back. But obviously there should be something listening here. So I need to start a handler here, which is basically waiting for the APK file to get connected. That part is not today in our lab. It's just that I just have to show you that, okay, how we can create an APK file. That's it. Further, using Msf Venom and Msf Venom and Metasploit, I think we have like a couple of labs on that in the coming sessions. Okay. So what you will do, you will use Msf Venom, you will use the same payload. In localhost, you will write your Kali Linux IP address and port number. Actually, you can use any, but I'm using Tetra4. R is for write, and then you write it out to hack.apk. You can give any name. Maybe you can use your own name. Okay, I just want to show you that the file is there. So as you can see, hack.apk file is now there. I have created it. And this is because I was in his directory, so I have created it in the same directory, but it doesn't matter. Okay, now let's upload the file and see how this mobile security framework is going to behave. So I just clicked on upload. I think it's in the root folder. Where is it? Android malware. So as you can see, this is my APK file. I'm just going to use this one. Okay. Okay, it is uploading and it will start analyzing. All right, so by the way, I tested this, creating this APK file and then running it on my mobile. Well, I used to have an Android mobile. It's been some time that I used it, and I was able to demonstrate, hacking my own phone, hacking the camera of my phone and all that. So it works pretty good. It's just that you have to allow the download of the, running the APK file outside the store. So you have to go to sometimes you download the APK file, which is not from the store, Play Store. So you need to allow or authorize it in the phone to run it. So yeah, I mean, if you upload it on some website and make it look like a software package, and then somebody downloads it and, stuff like that, or you can send a link, whatever. So anyway, so you can see here, this is the dashboard. So it shows like this is the file name, the size of the file, the hashes, this is the general information. And then you can see here, one activities, one service, one receiver. Well, it's not a very good example because it's a simple, APK file, which contains probably one action that is required to, make a reverse connection. But the samples that you will upload, probably you will get more, alerts for this. And as you can see here that there are some severity levels mentioned for this particular APK file, and you can see here application signed with the debug certificate, vulnerable to this vulnerability, and then is also vulnerable to hash collision. Well, we are not concerned with the hash collision, to be honest here, but again, this is also there. And then you can see here the application permissions. It is also flagged as dangerous. So it is like a network-based application, probably location. I don't think so. It finds the location, but since it is a network-based application or APK file, so that is why it is probably giving the alert. So permissions, call phone, camera, yes, it can do this, and I have tested it, like I said. Okay, so this is pretty much the dashboard and gives the information. I think Shadi is there or no? Shadi, are you there?
So, Mr. Asad, the links you sent, we
Yeah.
downloaded on Windows or on Kali Linux by Firefox?
Which links? Like one link is for the malware samples, right?
Yeah, you sent the links here in the chat.
So one link is for malware samples that
Yeah.
I showed you, that you can go here and copy that and then write git clone and then download it.
Yeah.
The first thing was how to install this framework on Kali Linux, which shows steps of installing it, right? So
okay.
All right. So this is something what you have to do, that you have to upload more than one. Actually, this is, it's more than that, to be honest. If you look on the left-hand side, it shows that you can do the dynamic analysis also, but it will not work right now. The reason why, because we need to have Genymotion installed for it, and we have planned that we are going to do that in another lab, that, that how it will work on the Android and how it looks like when you execute it on the Android phone. So that is not there. That's why it's, right now not working. If you want to upload another file, for instance, let's just say this one, it will give you again, it is going to analyze and show you the dashboard and show you the severity levels and all that. So if you look into the PDF that we have provided, you need to use 3 APK samples. So this is a better example. As you can see, a lot of activities and services are being called in this particular APK. Well, I will not go into the download Java code at this moment, but maybe later we are going to look into it. So you can see here, it has the vulnerabilities, what kind of permissions it is going to ask. Okay. And yeah, I want to show you one thing, just a minute. I think there's no harm in going there, but so basically, if you click on the download Java code and then save it. So if you save it, it is basically showing, after decompiling the different parts of this file, and here you can see, for instance, there's a payload.java, right? So this basically is where I created a payload by using the Mobsf Venom. So it has been decompiled, and it's showing it that this is you know, this okay, so I don't have Java, that's why probably. Okay, so you don't have to do this decompilation here or, you know, download the Java code, but I just wanted to show you. So what you will do now today is that you will install, configure it, and then feed 3 different files, APK files, and go to these information and answer the questions which are given in the PDF file. Okay, or provide screenshots, whatever you want to do, but a little bit explanation will be nice also. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, please go ahead.
Okay. Mr. Asad, after you clone the Git link, okay, you have to go into a folder named Mobile Security Malware, something like that.
Yeah, this
Did
one.
this? Yeah. Did this?
Yes, these are the
Yes. This folder created by yourself, or is it created after clone the repository?
No, when you git clone, basically what it means is it has downloaded this folder by using and the URL.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let me show you.
The issue is after clone this, the folder download is an underweight malware. It's not mobile security framework.
No. This, I think you are copying in the second, the other URL. Let me just show you, wait.
I take it from the Discord.
No, wait a minute. No, I shared it in C, right? Wait. Did I actually upload it in your channel? Yeah,
No, it's not in the channel. The channel only the underweight malware.
No, if Tahal al-Najr said yes, and then Nusayb also said yes. Okay, so look, the third link that I gave, Mobile Security Framework on Kali Linux, the third, after first I shared the file, then I shared the third link. Click that link.
Understand what you meant.
Click that
Okay,
link,
I'm sorry.
the third link. And here it says how to install the Mobile Security Framework in Kali. Let me show you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I understand what you mean.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it was thank you. The first link is
No,
the
the
link
first
needs
link
to
is
be cloned.
the APK samples.
Okay, I understand now. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, guys.
Okay, Mr. Asad.
I'm going to stop the recording and also I will upload it, okay?
Okay, thank you.
So I'm going to create the breakout rooms and you guys have, I will automatically assign you guys to the breakout room. And then you can start working. I want everyone to join the room and work together. I don't want to see anyone sitting in the main room. If somebody is still sitting in the main room, I will think that he is not there, he was not present.